Today I'm going to be trying to make this wall art painting a little bit more fun, a little bit more modern, and just make it match my bathroom some more, because my bathroom is all cats and dogs and mostly grays, and I think this is a chance to just make it something fun. So let's see what I can come up with. Hopefully we can work it out. And if you're new here, my name is Daniela and one half of the channel. I run the channel with my mom and we do all types of pet lover DIY videos. So if you love your cat, if you love your dog, be sure to subscribe and let's get into it. I'm just gonna use the width of my ruler as my guide for the lines, just to make my life easier. And as I'm putting the line, I'm also just making sure that I do it all the way across, just for consistency. Now, as far as the squiggles goes, I'm just gonna freehand just get as much light as I can out and just I have a little assistant today. She was recently spayed, which is why she's wearing a dress. It was the best alternative. I'm gonna start mixing the colors. So we got some white and just try and add some controlled bit of black. Just because I don't want it to be super dark. So I am not doing great right now. The paint is way more liquidy than I anticipated, so we're just gonna have to make do and do our best to stay within the lines that we drew. I didn't want to risk sanding it ahead of time because I'm not painting everything, only certain sections. So then I thought it would look weird. Technically, you could probably do it with a very, very fine grade. I think we should be fine. We'll probably just have to layer it on at least 3 times to get it through. It's all good. So now that the corner dried out, I'm gonna try and do another layer and see if now that it has one layer of paint, it's gonna stick more evenly, even though it's so thin. I really hope this works out. I mean, I already kind of like how it looks. If the making it even doesn't work, then I'm just gonna embrace the crazy. So we'll see. So by accident I put too much paint on it, but I'm sort of liking the way that it looks. So I think I'm just gonna embrace the overload of paint. The trickiest part is really just these smaller sections, like trying to cover up the paint while using a really big brush. Just hoping that is going to look okay. It's a little bit more risky than I would usually go for, but I think it's gonna be our best choice. So hopefully this gamble works out. Yep. Those are beans. Oh gosh. Looking at the last details of what I need to do, I'm really just searching for spots that look a little bit too perfect so that I can add some some of that paint that didn't mix. But we're making do. Now for this bottom piece, I am worried that this is a little too dark for my green. So I'm gonna just try sanding it down. Figure it can't hurt since it's so dark, and see how it turns out. And this is just a 180 grain. This does have some sort of gloss, but we'll see how it evens out. And very easily we can see that all it does is scratch it off, and I don't think that's gonna be it. So I'm just gonna try and put the paint right on top because I don't want to have those lines in my painting. Mistakes were definitely made. So now that I finished doing the green at the bottom and it dried out, I'm loving how it's looking. I was really worried at first, but I really like the way that the color came out. So now I'm going to paint these lines in black just to make them stand out a little, but not too much. I forgot to film more of the process, but I basically just did the outline on the lines I'd already drawn, and now I'm doing the candles in the corner. Alright, so I'm gonna go outside and spray paint it. Right before I do though, I'm going to get rid of these little sections that I painted over the edge by accident by just sanding it down very, very lightly, and then we'll be ready. It looks like it has like a light shimmer on it, so that means that it's all wet and it looks like an even coat. So now I'm just gonna let it dry and hang it up. If you like this video and you want to see some more like it, be sure to watch the other painting that I made using acrylics for a pop print.